everybody. I'm getting a little more confident, but assuming I did this correctly, we are live on the internet once again for session 3 of the Lyceum project. Before we get going, as always, we like to remind everyone that we are proudly sponsored by World Anvil, which has everything that you need to start creating and building your world. You can sign up for free and get started right away at worldanvil.com. We are in the very tail end of their summer camp writing challenge event. It's 33 writing prompts they put up over the month, and you jump on that topic and write a couple hundred words about how it fits into your world. It's been a ton of fun so far. Aegon's completely caught up. He's got 30 out of the 33 done as of last night. He's doing great. I'm way behind because I've been distracted by side projects and things, but it's really great. They do other challenges like that throughout the year. There's a big one in December. It's called World Ember, where it's just a massive writing challenge. You're trying to get like 50,000 words in a month. It's really cool. It's a very kind of NaNoWriMo style writing challenge. It's cool. You should give them a look. And then we always like to extend our thanks to Roll20 for their generous support. They provide us with a pro account and core books, so I can show you guys maps and things over here and manage all our dice rolls and combats and things. So from there, reminding everyone, we left off on the shores of the lake surrounding Stormy Peak. Everyone has kind of pulled themselves out of the lake and shaken out and tried to dry out a bit. It is roughly midday. You successfully managed to get 7 griffin eggs out of their nests and off of the mountain intact. No, none of them broke, thankfully. You have a couple people exhausted, a couple people that it's been, pushing 24 hours since they've gotten any sleep. So you have the opportunity to pitch camp here, or you can head back to town and then crash for the night when you get there, however you'd like to play it. So we'll make that judgment and then get going. So what would you like to do?
That was a hard swim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some of you look really tired. We should probably rest before we go back.
Yeah, I don't love the idea of traveling. I know. I don't love that idea, but another 8 hours.
Why don't the tired people get on the horse behind the people who are awake and nap while we use rope to tie them to the awake person?
We'll
There's only like one person.
We can hold them on.
I guess, but they could also just be strapped down.
That'll probably help, yes.
The awake people are gonna get real tired at some point, though.
And then we just crash as soon as we get into town. We can do the griffin eggs in the morning.
Yep.
It'll be morning when we get there.
No, it'll be evening.
DM?
Yes.
Yeah.
Will it be morning or evening if we arrive?
Oh, yeah, sorry. It is like midday now. It's 8 hours of actual travel time to get back to town. So if you leave now, you'll get there roughly 8 p.m.-ish, post Jeopardy. If that's a scheduling milestone that you're used to, like I am.
Familiar with? Yeah.
Sorry.
It's true.
It's just a reflexive thing. Like, oh, it's just like right after Jeopardy.
Yeah.
But you'll get in roughly around 8 p.m. or so. If you sleep your 8 hours, you'll get into town super early the following morning, having traveled the 8 hours overnight. So you'll get in like just in time for them to start opening up the bakeries for breakfast foods and things.
Okay, I got the two confused. Yeah, we could ride. Then.
Only if someone holds me, though.
I'll hold you.
I'll take one for the team.
So, what are we attempting here?
We are trying. So who's tired? Who here is tired?
Most
Cares
of
an
you in some
exhaustion
form or
point.
another.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we should rest because I know Noon is like definitely not tired since he can fly and he didn't have to swim over.
No, but how long has he been up for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in scouting party.
You're pushing the 24 hours of awakeness, so you're not exhausted yet, but you're gonna have to make the roll to see if exhaustion starts to catch up to you here pretty soon if you do keep pushing. That's the problem that you got is you're more of the party is exhausted or close to it than not right now.
Let's travel a little so that we can just get away from Storm Peak, just so we don't get dive bombed by griffins, and then we'll camp.
Dad, I think
maybe
it's a good
split
idea.
it.
Because that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah. You could do
I
half.
agree to that.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Noon.
Because if it's midday now, that'll get us, what, like 4-ish?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're, using Jeopardy times.
Right after
So that's
that,
probably a pretty good time, for resting.
Okay, that's not a bad plan. So you're gonna try to ride like halfway there, then you'll pitch camp, sleep your 8 hours, ride the rest of the way. So you'll get into town pretty much the same time. You're just kind of shifting the sleep sideways of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that won't be too bad. We can work with that just fine and dandy. So we will see what kind of road shenanigans you find yourselves encountering, if any. Okay, so you shake out, dry out, saddle up, get ready to start moving back in the direction of the capital, Wistondale. And you travel for a couple of hours. You stop and get ready to make camp a little off the road at the base of a hill. You notice sort of up on the top of the hill, there seems to be somebody sitting up there.
Do we go say hello or do we avoid them?
Can we glean anything from their, like, do we see any like specific like clothing or any signs that might give us a clue if this is a city watch or like
Make a perception check because they are kind of like up on the hill.
Okay.
I shall also do that.
Yeah, not great.
Did that work? Oh. Oh, my boy just so stupid. Oh.
So you can tell that they seem to be dressed in kind of standard traveler's clothes kind of apparel, and they're sitting in front of something. They have like set up in front of the chair that they're sitting on, but beyond that, you can't really make out more than just sort of the silhouette of things.
Did I get anything with a natural 20?
Oh,
shit.
Sorry, I didn't catch that you rolled that as well.
No, I didn't. Yeah.
So they're looking at her like, "Is a dude on that hill?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, it looks like he's painting or something. He's got an easel set up in front of him, and you can every once in a while you can see the sort of the palette of paint kind of come into view as he's reaching out for colors and things. And you're like, yeah, it looks like he's painting or something."
Do you guys want to stay here while I go check it out since I can, 1, fly, and 2, talk my way out of stuff?
But on the other hand, so dumb.
He's very pretty. Listen, if he had the muscles for it, he would be a himbo, but he's just too much of a twink. So he's just a twink.
So he basically takes after his father, is what you're saying.
A little, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to. I think I'll stay down here and.
Okay. You guys,
You sure you don't want backup?
if I scream, that'll come running, but you guys are real tired, and while if he does engage me, I'm just gonna come flying back here, and I'll make it everyone else's problem.
How generous
How
of
far
you.
away? How
Sarah
far
will
away is
pull out-
it?
Sorry.
Far away is he from us?
It's not a huge hill. It's maybe like 30, 40 yards or so from the base of the hill to the top of the
Okay,
hill.
yeah, then.
Kara's
Okay,
just
yeah.
gonna set up her mage hand and then pull out her longbow just to cover Noon.
Alright. Noon will get off the horse and flutter over to the painter guy. So what you painting, buddy?
And are you like dropping in front of him or next to him, behind? Are you trying to like sneak up on him? What?
I'm not gonna try to sneak. That seems disingenuous. Noon's gonna show up like next to him.
Okay. You still give him a little bit of a startle because he's very focused on his work. He's doing a lot of this thumb stuff and, stereotypical painter things. You can see he's got the whole beret and smock and things going on there. And so he gives a bit of a startle and he's like, "Oh, good afternoon. How are you today?"
Could be better. My friends and I just had to fight off a bunch of griffins. So, what you doing?
I'm painting, and if you take a peek, you can see the canvas that he's working on seems to be a landscape of the view from the top of this hill into the kind of forest below, and you can see the mountain off in the long distance, in like just kind of back in the background and things like that. And he's painting the vista.
Just practicing, or someone asked for it? What's going on?
It's a piece that I thought might sell at the market. It's a beautiful view, don't you think?
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
Do I?
Yeah.
Do I see like any cities in the painting?
Not really. Where you're at, it's a bit far for that, and he's angled away from Wistondale, so the city's not in the view. It's more northeasterly from the hill that you're on.
I just thought maybe he might be painting it so that people could get a war strategy going. I'm just saying. It seems like something a DM would do.
He's painting a landscape, and
I don't trust you. I don't trust you to not trick me.
But consider, would Noon even notice?
Yeah, it's a fair point.
Well, he's looking for it.
But you could insight check him if you like, if you feel that he's suspicious that he's all the way out here painting in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So it seems legit. Like, yeah, it's just painting the landscape. Might look good on somebody's wall, or hanging up in like a tavern somewhere.
Kim, heads up. My boyfriend, he's watching the stream. He says the cameras are all frozen.
They're all frozen? Why would they be frozen?
Yeah.
It might be his Wi-Fi, but I just thought I'd give you the heads up.
For me too.
Yeah, they're frozen on my end. I don't know what's got them busted. You're still moving in Discord.
I'm just too open to
Oh, I know what I think I know what I did. I minimized Discord, and I think that froze the cameras.
Yeah, I think that would do it.
That's
All right.
probably what.
So
We've
it's
gotta
Vic.
break stuff, man.
I'm learning all the time, new things all the time. Whatever you do, put a post-it note. Do not minimize Discord, or else.
Yeah.
So sorry about that. And so you kind of look at the painting a little suspicious, like, I don't know, is it weird? Is he on the up and up? But seems like a nice enough guy. And he lets you know that he's been trying. If it feels like the painting is missing something, but I haven't really been able to put my finger on what. And it's something for the foreground. I need something up front.
Do you want to borrow my horse for a bit?
Well, what about you? A traveling adventurer type, all geared out, decked out, ready for, like, I could have you stand out there, sort of facing out in the distance, exploring the unknown, something like that, maybe.
Not to be too humble, but I don't think I'm quite on that level yet. I appreciate it though.
I mean, you just have to look the part. You've got your traveling gear and some weapons and fancy things like that, right? We could put some
I do.
razzle dazzle on there.
I'm actually kind of in the middle of something. I gotta get back to town.
Oh,
But yeah, very sorry. But I don't know much about how art works, but you could always head into town and ask someone at the guild to like pose, and then you can just kind of put them in, right?
maybe. Yeah, it's always good to have a live subject, though. You get the shadows right and things. It's never quite the same to do it in two separate places. But that's an idea. I can give that a try. The landscape's still good,
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Kind of.
All right, I'm gonna head back to everyone.
Do we have to go kill him?
I don't trust like that.
You come back down. There's something fishy about him. Let's get him.
He's trying to capture my soul in a painting.
Yeah.
He's trying to fucking.
I have.
Kara points the arrow closer to her head. Just let me know.
He's gonna give everyone a thumbs up and then head back over.
So I have actually had that happen. A player went off and did something on their own, and they got a bit of information, and the way that they chose to relay it to the rest of the group completely changed the tone of that, and they acted on what he said instead of what I said to him. And I was just like, okay, sure. But that's how it goes. When you put something into somebody's hands like that, they run with it, and then everything goes.
It's like
It might just be way.
it's a game of telephone.
Mm-hmm. So you come back down to the group. You fill them in on the painterly gentleman up on the hill, having a good time, doing his landscape. You can mention the fact that he invited you to pose for his painting, or skip that if you'd like. And but otherwise, he's just gonna leave you be. You can set up your little afternoon camp and grab some sleep, and he'll try to tiptoe past you to make sure he doesn't bother you and all that kind of fun stuff. Because that is not his intention. But you are welcome to grab some sleep.
All right, yeah, let's set up camp and just have a nap.
Bedtime.
Yay.
What we're gonna do for watch? Who's awake enough for watch?
I would say that I'm.
Why don't we just hire the painter, dude?
The guy we don't know?
Yeah, it'll be fine. What can go wrong? I'll take the first watch. I can stay awake a little bit longer.
I don't mind getting up earlier. I wasn't over. I didn't spend too much energy in the fight.
Okay, so that sounds like a first and a third. You have somebody to take middle watch, and then we'll roll perceptions and
Oh, I can do these things because I only need 4 hours of sleep.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I shouldn't take a watch. I have level of exhaustion. And then I'm like,
Yep,
wait,
you just need to transfer.
I'll be okay. Yeah, I'll take the middle one then.
Okay. So perception checks all around for that.
Oh,
Ooh.
oof. Big oof.
Ooh. Wow, we're just gonna
I'm
keep up with that.
I'm currently have another tab open with
I'm so
the
glad I
other
have
digital
6
dice
perception.
sets in D&D Beyond to buy a new one and see if that one works better for me.
Liking me today.
Yeah, what in the... You apparently have one skill, but it's like you are the best of the best of the best at it today.
Okay. So there is. Oof. Okay.
Oh, I can... Can I... Do I have any more of those things left? I do have one more timey-wimey shift. So I think, like, as Zedalia, like, feels herself, like, getting kind of sleepy, she's gonna timey-wimey things and try and stay awake. And I'm gonna roll again. There we go.
That's better.
Like, no, don't do it.
Okay. So, it's, late afternoon, early evening kind of time frame, so it's not like middle of the night-ish. And there's a little bit of road traffic that goes by, right? Because you're camping not like massively out in the wilderness. You're just a little bit off the road, kind of pitching a little quickie camp to get some sleep. So you do see just sort of general caravan traffic, a few wagons and horses and things of that sort. Sort of as you're getting ready to tag out Arya, and Zedalia, as you're getting ready to like tag each other in and out, you're sort of making that transition of one of you's going back to sleep and one of you's waking up. You both notice that there is a gentleman walking through the woods doing like this very intently and very like just and just sort of like meandering through the woods, mostly in like looking up and just occasionally looking down to make sure he doesn't slam into a tree of some kind that's in front of him. But for the most part, he's looking like kind of action. And I'm sure the other campaign's gonna
like,
like
how far away is he?
Maybe 15, 20 yards. It's not close to your camp, but close enough that you can like just sort of see him meandering around. He kind of goes off away from you, and then he kind of comes back and passes by you and is over there, and then he's looping around and he's over that way. Like you just see him sort of moving through the general vicinity of you, as though looking for something.
I turn to Arya and be like, should we say hi?
Probably, depending on what he's looking for, we should probably know what's going on. I don't want to, but
yeah. I just go over and be like, looking for woodpeckers?
Oh, hi, how are you? No, I'm looking for my hawk. Now that you're up close, you can see that he's got one of those like heavy leather hawk perching kind of gloves on and things. She took off on me, and I haven't been able to track her back down. She hasn't come when I call, and I don't know where she flew off to or why, and I am doing my best to find her. And the other campaign's gonna kill me.
Oh no.
No, I have a giant like road encounters table, and I'm using the same one for both campaigns and making tweaks and things. And they had this one come up like a couple of times in rapid succession because the dice just kept hitting this number, and they were like, if we run into him again, we're killing the guy. I was like, okay.
Oh no.
Like
Careful.
I lost my hawk again.
yeah, it was bad. Like it was like 3 times within 4 or 5 sessions that they crossed paths with this guy on the road, and he's like, I'm still looking for I can't find her. It's horrible. They started casting spells to try to find the bird for him and stuff. It was great.
He was the big bad in disguise. If you don't do that now.
That was their assumption. They were like, if he shows up again, we're assuming he's a villain and we're gonna kill him just out as precautionary measure. And I was like, no, it's just a random encounter, I swear.
The guy with the bird.
He's just an idiot. Okay.
He's just bad at owning a pet.
Yeah, like just how that goes, he's
How am I meant to know? You gotta feed them every day.
Yeah, be like, maybe there's lots of animals and stuff out here. Maybe it's just hunting, like hawks do.
Yeah, how long's it been missing?
That's what I'm hoping. But usually she comes back pretty quick. It's been looking for like, I don't know, 6-7 hours at this point. I don't I mean, they can fly real fast. It's a little hard to keep up with them. So I lost her in this general direction, and I've just kind of been hoping to find her perched on a branch somewhere, taking a nap or something. I don't know. It's getting a little nervous.
I
mean, we'll keep an eye out, but I imagine there's probably a lot of hawks, so I don't know what help we could be.
Oh, well, I would appreciate that. If you very very distinctive, you'll see there's a special sort of leather strappy thing on her left foot that should kind of give away that she's mine, and then the edges of her wings are just these like albino white feathers that like very distinctive look. You can't miss her. She's gorgeous.
It sounds like a very pretty bird.
Yeah, I love her to death. I'm sure she'll turn up. I just, I would like to have her back. And but that it's not your problem. You have your own business to attend to out here. I'm sure. I'll just keep moving on my way. But if you do spot her, please do give a shout and. I can keep talking to him, but otherwise he's gonna keep wandering off and looking.
Yeah, I will let him wander and go back about our business.
Let him go find Professor Thaddeus.
Oh.
But aside from that, your watches go by relatively uneventfully. Like I said, there's some general road traffic and things, but it's just the usual kind of merchant caravans and stuff. Nothing overly interesting. Sedalia, your watch comes to an end, and you tag in Garnet, who's gotten a little bit of sleep now. And
I would inform Garnet about Bird Dude.
So we gotta look for a bird, okay?
Well, we don't have to look for the bird, but
we can see the bird.
See the bird, yeah.
So what? It's white and has a leather thing on its foot.
It's got white wings and has a leather thing on its foot. Honestly, I wonder if the bird might be better off. This guy seems to, have trouble keeping track of his bird.
You wound me.
I mean, if the hawk is domesticated, it might not do well without him.
well,
Like hawks, hawks should generally be fine, but like most animals, if they were raised by humans, can't really be released just because they are too familiar with humans and will interact.
Oh, for sure.
Well, if that's the case, we can't give it back to her, but we do find it. Maybe we get a new companion.
You just want to steal this man's bird?
I want to start a traveling menagerie.
It's very hard to take care of, let me tell you. It sounds fun. Caring for animals, though, on the road, not great.
I am making a note to scratch all animals from the campaign.
We do have the
Fuck you.
Griffon egg.
Fuck you.
In the span of three sessions, you've claimed a Griffon egg for your own, claimed this innocent dude's bird for your own should you find it, and you're like,
I did not do that, but you're gonna punish me for these idiots?
They're all out. The entire island is covered in constructs.
We're the idiots, huh?
This is against the Geneva Convention. I know my rights. I know my.
I am entitled to one animal companion per session.
Hey, I'm a ranger, so I am actually entitled. Come on.
Yeah, well,
steal the hawk, Care.
No.
Just because I didn't take Beastmaster.
I'm totally imagining Care raising the Griffon and the Griffon.
Or potentially, what about Care raises an entire hive of bees?
Oh god.
Yes.
The hive is inside her like robes or whatever. It's inside her sleeves. Her sleeves are super heavy and she can swing them.
She gets advantage to any intimidation rolls where she just throws her arms out and the bees come billowing out of the cloak.
Wow.
This is the kind of Sunday morning energy I need.
Her sleeves do bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
And piercing. Her sleeves do bludgeoning and piercing damage.
Piercing.
So you tagged in Garnet. Garnet, your watch goes by uneventfully. It's getting closer to. It's like night at this point. So the merchant traffic is sort of thinned out. Every once in a while, somebody on a horse comes by, but for the most part, overnight travel is not as active as daytime travel. So it's relatively uneventful. You do not spot the aforementioned hawk that everyone has been in search of, as your perception check was kind of on the low end. And we lost somebody.
I'm guessing Alex?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, give him a second.
See if he gets back in. Apologies. Let's see. Jump to the technical difficulties always screen for a minute. See if he comes back in. I'll have to learn how to fix the cameras in place so it doesn't do that or something. There's got to be a way to do that. So there we go. But your watch goes by. You wake everybody up. It's basically midnight at this point. You've got about 4 hours of travel ahead of you to get back to Wistondale. Like I said, it'll get you there for first thing in the morning. The bakeries are starting to open up. You can smell the fresh baked bread and all that kind of fun stuff. As it will be in the wee dawn hours when you get there.
Oh, but croissants?
Care will probably buy herself a big loaf of bread and then start stuffing jerky into it and tearing at it.
Why not just eat the loaf of bread as is? Do the real carb hours. Come on.
No meat.
Bacon sandwich.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, you wake up. It's roughly midnight-ish. You saddle back up on the horses and begin to travel through the night to get back to town. As you start to get closer to town, you notice that there's a bit of an unusual glow coming from the city. For the middle of the night, it seems awfully bright. Let's see. Who's got the high passive perception?
Not me.
Yeah. So Garnet, you're likely to spot this first. Make a perception check for me.
That was a decent roll, at least.
There you go. So as you're getting closer and closer to town, you're the first one in the group to spot this. There is where the keep would normally extend above the top of the wall. It is engulfed in flames. Like the whole visible section of tower is just roaring fire, and there's a big black plume of smoke that you can't really see because it's the middle of the night, but you can kind of catch a glimpse of that billowing off the top of the tower, and it is like just on fire, flaming.
Well, shit. That's not good.
Yeah.
What?
You are
The keep's on fire.
at normal
What?
at normal speed. You would be maybe about an hour, 90 minutes out. If you gallop the horses, you can probably get there in about 30. Just all out sprint the horses to get there faster. But you can see that the keep is in flames.
Ah, shit.
I urge my beloved horse Potatoes into a gallop.
Kara's right behind her.
Alright, we're all doing this then.
Gotta go fast.
Last one's there's a rotten egg.
Full speed.
Okay.
Last one there's a bottom.
So you full out sprint the horses to get there as fast as you can. It's, like I said, it's about maybe 20, 30 minutes or so to get there at the full, with every ounce of speed that you can pull out of these horses. You arrive at the gate. You can hear like people inside are screaming and there's running around, panic, fire department, water brigade, buckets, because the, sorry, let me jump you to that map so you can see kind of the relative space that we're talking about here. So the keep is relatively close to the north gate, which is where you're arriving to. So you can see the keep and you can hear the noise of everyone in that general vicinity scrambling around to try and, that's a little too close, deal with that. Still not quite. Yeah. Anyway, so that's kind of where you're at. You have to maneuver yourselves through the Plaza Market and get to the keep if you would like to try to render aid to that effort, or you can just go in a different, be like, not my problem, not my circuit. However you would like to proceed, but you've arrived at the gate. The tower is still raging inferno.
If it burns down, we don't get our money.
I'm gonna look to see if anyone needs healing, because I've got lots of healing spells.
Okay, so you are heading for the keep then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To render aid and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So while you are en route to the keep, you cross paths with a group of armed ne'er-do-wells. They look suspicious as hell, is the nice way to put it. And I do. Trying to remember if I dropped your tokens on here yet or not. I did not.
No, we're all up in the corner, I think. I moved as many of us as we could.
Grab
Alright, so
Yeah. Stop it. There's everybody. Okay, so you can arrange yourselves in a marching order and things, but you are moving in the direction of the keep, and this sort of group O people kind of round the corner. It's not doing what I'd like it to do. There you go. That's at least a little better. Gotta work on that map centering stuff. But yeah, so you see them kind of round this corner. They're all heavily armed and looking suspiciously. You, let's see, who did most of the talking with the commander of the keep? Trying to remember. That's okay. Make a general intelligence check for me to see how much you remember from that conversation.
nice try. But I'm stupid. Oh, I guess not that stupid this time.
Surprise!
Okay.
Nope, it is not kinder to me. Or wait.
Waiting.
Need to do a save. Same number though.
No! I have -1 to intelligence saving throw and I rolled a nat 1.
Well, it's not a saving throw. It's a regular check.
It's a regular intelligence check.
Yes, it's not a saving throw because you're not being attacked.
Well,
Yeah.
I still rolled a nat 1, so that doesn't help either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Garnet is a herbo. You never hit first.
So, with all the chaos of the tower being on fire and this sketchy looking group rounding the corner and all that kind of stuff, it's a little chaotic to try to draw this memory, but you do remember the fact that the commander, Arya would be the one who remembers it the most clearly, but that the commander had mentioned that a lot of their wounded troops that they managed to recover were in a hospital near where the area that you're running through, sort of vaguely in the direction that they're traveling.
Hmm.
So they're kind of
How far away?
marching across the street. Like,
How far away are they about?
Oh, can you not see the grid on this one? Let me see.
I can't. You can't use the tools. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I see it. It
was just a little dim on the coloration of the map.
75
80
feet.
feet.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see my spells. Ooh, perfect. All right. Kara is going to pull out her longbow. We need to take them down. Who's with me?
Garnet pulls out her crossbow and says, "Let's do this."
Oh, are we murdering?
It's murder time!
Amazing. Okay.
Anyone else? Opinions?
I'm in.
Nope.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
I really
Karen.
couldn't
Ready
go
to-
to bed.
Getting ready to.
Care's going to hunter mark that one,
This one right here.
and then and then slam, and then fire an arrow into it.
Okay. There's your hunter's mark dot. Is there supposed to be a save for hunter's mark, or it just sticks?
Nope, it just sticks.
It's
Okay.
until he loses concentration.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Thank you, Travis, for giving me that inspiration.
I will take away your drawing privileges.
It's all I have, please. I'm
So
an artist.
This is like playing with my regular group.
That is. Oh wait, does hunter mark give me advantage?
No, it just lets you
Nope.
add more damage and track it.
Yes. That is going to be 10 to hit.
That is going to miss. But it is going to alert them
Start
to
the
the
call.
fact that they're under attack as an arrow whooshes by. So we are going to have to initiate combat.
Hooray.
On to turn.
Yes! Okay, that's when I get a natural 20.
So what's your plus? Because you didn't have your token.
That's a 21 for initiative.
Okay. Make sure you pick your token before you roll your initiative, otherwise it doesn't automatically overwrite it.
5.
I get a +7.
Sorry, I forgot.
So I only rolled 10.
Okay, for some reason it did not do that, but that is fine. 17, 10, 8, 21, and 12. Okay, let me get them rolled real quick. I'm going to have to pre-roll them in the future. Nope. There we go. Nope. That one. Get these typed in real quick, and whew, that was real low.
That's okay.
That's what happens last. 15. There's that. Ascendings wound up on there. How'd you all wind up on there twice? I thought I made sure not to do that. Okay, there's that and that and that. Okay, there we go. Oh, almost. Ta-da. And Carrot, you are kicking things off.
All right. Might as well do it properly then, and free fire at the one she had already have the hunter's mark on.
That hits.
Is alright, because that's a 20 to hit. 1d8. That is 3 plus.
It's a d6 for Hunter's Mark.
That's 5 damage.
Okay.
And then Care is going to kneel down because she doesn't really plan on getting any closer currently, and let everyone else charge ahead of her.
All right.
And that will be her turn.
Sorry, I just realised I'm not in the initiative order because I didn't click on my token when I did it.
It should be. Did you not make it on there somewhere? I thought I had you on there somewhere. Yeah, you're here. I entered it in for you manually.
Okay, thank you.
No, I
I just couldn't see it on the corner there.
So what?
Yeah, I'm not on the.
Yeah.
I'm not on the
Darn it,
initiative.
Care aren't in it.
Yeah,
At least not in our view.
Yeah, we can't see it.
Alright. Oh, is it not showing you the whole list?
We've got the whole list,
It shows
but not Garnet and Care.
That's weird. You're on there on mine. Just
roll 20.
down at the bottom of it.
Nope.
Okay, let me get you.
As long as you've got it, I mean, that's...
Yeah, as long as you have it, that's what's important.
I want to make sure you can see yourselves.
Thank you.
How about now?
Perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That was weird.
Yep.
So it is going to be this one's turn first, and they are going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. They're going to sprint over like that, turning towards you guys in a confrontational manner. And it's going to come down to this one and that one. That one. They get So that's a general kind of sprintiness as everyone sort of moves into range. We'll shorten that up a little bit here.
I forgot my Hardbreaker. Which is the entire reason I took it. Oh well.
So they get to about there. And that one's going to get to... It's going to get to about there. And then it'll be Noon's turn.
Alright. So I'm gonna guess this guy in red is the leader. Does he look like he's giving instructions?
Yeah, he's making big gestures and kind of, you can hear shouting and things, and they're kind of making nods and runs and in response.
Mm-hmm. I just need to measure real quick just to be sure I can reach him. Yes!
Fire. Oh no.
Yay! And let me just make sure. Alright. I'm gonna do that. Does it pop up? Oh. Quick question. Oh wait, no. Fire. Obviously.
Chromatic orb.
Ooh.
At
And I'm gonna twin it, bitch. Fuck you.
Okay, so
hit him twice.
Well, you don't hit him the first time because you rolled a 7.
Bitch!
But you do,
I hate this man.
But you do hit him with the second one for a buttload of damage.
9 damage? Dang.
So, thankfully, he's not vulnerable to fire. Otherwise, he probably would have exploded into a pile of ash on that. That was very, very.
Shame.
But you doled out a whole bunch of fire. So one chromatic orb kind of goes over his shoulder, and then the other one nails him in the chest and just fire. Not very fun.
I yell bitch at him. And then I'm done with my turn.
Okay, so this one's gonna run in, get to about there. That one's gonna run, get to about there. That was that one. That was that one. This is this one. I make things way more complicated than they ought to be. I should just throw like one super really big, beefy looking guy at you instead of like 30 little guys. But Arya, it is your turn. This sort of squad unit of dastardly deed doers are rapidly closing in on the group.
I have to move closer. Gonna run in and start punching this guy.
Get some
Whole
bows,
bunch,
get some
hopefully.
kicks, throw some knees.
Yep.
Alright, sorry I had a crash.
It happens.
Yeah. You've been doing fine. Been holding up well, so.
Oh!
Oh! Jeez.
Chris just sent me a picture of his screen. We're all just slightly down. Oh! Hi! Someone's at my feet. Hi, gorgeous! Hi!
Doesn't really.
Oop,
I'm gonna hit him again, and maybe this time, yeah.
Hello.
All ones.
It's beautiful, baby. It's beautiful, baby. Look who has joined us. The stinky little girl. You're beautiful.
Okay, that one
This is a
will
14 hit.
Yep.
Oh, good. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna do flurry of blows as well.
Please don't wipe your mouth on this shawl, bitch. This is a very nice shawl. Horrible little creature.
I'm cursed.
Aren't we all?
Are you missing all your flurry?
Oh, baby.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, one of them gets through.
No. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so I punch him twice.
So there's a bit of this action going on, but you managed to get 2 good ones in there, nice and square. And
Yeah.
anything else, or is that what you're doing?
No, that's it for me.
Okay. This one's gonna get to about there. Then it'll be Zedalia's turn.
Okay. I'm going to send my echo
Oh, she's washing her face.
up here.
Oh.
And I am going to do some stabby swishiness. Boop-a-doo.
Okay, that gets through. The one directly in front of you?
Yep. And then I will do it. What? I forgot. I know I don't have extra attack yet, but I forgot there is a thing. I'm like, how does this character work again? Oh, it's the. I don't remember. Do I have a bonus?
I can't
Not good. So yeah, I am just going to send my echo over there, and then I am going to move over here.
Okay. And then Garnet, you are up.
Hello, sorry, I am going to take out my. Wait, hold on a second. I don't think I'm going to take out my mace. That's a bit silly.
Don't lift your tail like that. What are you, a whore?
I'm going to use the cantrip Toll the Dead on this guy. Give me a sec. I can't have Discord and roll 20 yet.
Okay. Are you okay with that, B? Can you?
Yeah. Let me see. Is the character sheet filled out? Oh, it is not.
Not on Roll20 now. It's over on D&D Beyond. I can make the rolls. If you make the judgments, I'll fire off the rolls.
Sure. Oh, goodbye, baby girl.
That might work for you too.
Alright, let's see. Give me a sec. Whose turn is it right now?
It is currently Garnet's turn. You were firing off a Toll the Dead cantrip. There you go.
Yeah, so if I think they're missing their hit points, which is why I cast it like that. But the save is Wisdom DC 14, I think.
Okay. Against which one? Okay, this one. Let me just get out here.
But if they're not already injured, then I have to reroll. I'm not very good at remembering who is and isn't injured.
They did make the save, so they don't take any damage. But that one is.
They take half of it, don't they?
No, I don't think on Toll the Dead. I think it's all or nothing.
Not on cantrips.
Yeah.
Yeah, cantrips don't have a half damage option.
It gets the bump if it's if they're.
Yeah, sorry, thank you. I just read it myself. Yeah, I was wrong.
That is not a big
I
deal.
need to read my spells more carefully.
Is there anything else you'd like to do? Move yourself around or anything like that?
No, I'm probably going to stay where I am.
Okay, so that'll be this person's turn, and they will get there 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Get that sprint in like that. Into combat, and then it'll be their 2 turns. So they're gonna get like that, back him up, and then they're gonna come in like that, take it like that, and then that will be those 3. So Care, you are back around at the top of the order, so that'll be on you for now, B.
Alright, let's see.
Were you able to get the sheet?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can can run them then. If you have any issues, let me know, and I'll make the dice rolls if I need to.
Alright. Let me just look at this stuff because I've never played a ranger. Alright. I guess.
He does have the hunter's, or Care does have the hunter's mark on the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's marked, and they were taking bow shots.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll just continue that then. So that is for Care for the longbow. A d20 plus 6.
Yeah. Beyond 20 should let you roll from their sheet too.
Really?
If you have it open, yeah. There you go. So that first shot will miss.
How many attacks do they get?
I think it's 2 for the level ranger that they're at right now.
Nice.
That one will get through. So there's your damage, and then they get an extra d6 for the hunter's mark.
Alright. Sorry. I roll a d6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2.
Gotcha. And then we'll cycle back into some of them. This one's going to attack Arya straight ahead of them. They do have pack tactics. So they're going to roll at advantage because they've got people next to them. So yeah, hopefully that worked as intended. Yep. So they are going to bash you twice with a mace for 9 damage total. And then it's going to roll around to that one and that one's turn. They are going to move forward a little bit more. That and that. And then they are going to fire off weapons that you have not encountered before. They look like big hollow out cylinders. And they are going to, let's see, fire off here. Do. So let's see. 14 and a 7 both miss your echo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you hear a loud come from whatever these tubes thingies are that these couple of people are holding towards the back. Both of the shots, whatever they may be, projectiles come flying at your echo, but they both miss and kind of bounce along the pavement a little bit and sort of roll off behind you, behind Noon and Care as they sort of tumble down the street a little bit. And then it'll roll around to this one's turn. And they're going to try to get in here to get at Arya as well. Try to do this as fast as I can. Switching tabs fast as I can. Okay. 7 will miss you, but a 20 will hit. So it'll be 7 damage.
Maybe.
It'll be.
Can I try and deflect missiles?
They're hitting you with a mace, so.
Oh, okay.
Is it a missile?
I thought it was
No.
So Noon, you are up.
Oh,
I'm gonna fly into the air just to see about avoiding any in-person conflict. So I'm gonna move there. I'm gonna move over. Let's see. Oh, I did not mean to select Amber's as well. So I'm gonna move here-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Just so I can stay fairly close to the action. And then I'm gonna fire. Let me just look at something. Yeah, okay, that's a melee. I'm gonna do chromatic orb again on the same guy in red.
Okay.
Nice.
That one will hit.
Alright, so that is 21 damage.
Give him a little dot so you can kind of keep track of.
The wretched man.
And then it'll be this one.
How's he looking?
Pretty well burnt to a crisp. He's still in the fight, but you can definitely tell that we're looking like second-degree burn action. And
I call him a bitch again. Can I roll to demoralize? Please.
Yeah, make it an intimidation check. We'll see how that goes. Okay. We'll see how that goes for you.
It's a 20.
Once it rolls around to their turn.
Alright.
Okay. So it is then this one's turn. It's gonna go for the echo. Echo. Nope, that's the wrong tab. That's the tab. And then okay. 13 will miss your echo, but a 21 will hit. And get you.
And then it'll poof.
Yeah, 8 damage. It only has 1 HP, right?
Yep, it only has 1 HP, so it
so
poofs. So I'm just moving it there for the moment.
And then that'll be their turn. It'll roll around to this one's turn. It's getting a little crowded here, but seeing Noon up in the air, it's going to take a shot at you. And nope, that's not the right one. There we go. Not with advantage. Normal roll. Bust. No. It's an 18 to hit you.
Me?
No, Noon.
Oh, sorry. I totally zoned out there. Pretty sure an 18 hits.
So this sort of spherical projectile comes like flying straight at you. It looks like it's gonna nail you. And then I need you to make a dexterity save real quick.
Alright.
Okay. So as this projectile into your chest, you're going to it basically like explodes at the same time, and you're going to take 11 sort of bludgeoning damage, and then another 1 of fire damage as it and explodes at the same time. You weren't able to jump out of the way.
You included my fire resistance, right?
Well, then the point of fire would get halved, and so you would take none from the fire damage. Then you just take the 11 from the bludgeoning.
6.
Or is there a floor on damage? I always forget if that's
I think there's a minimum of 1.
minimum of 1.
I think so.
Okay. Because resistance would cut it in half, and normally you'd round down, which would be 0. But I think, yeah. So it's just we'll say that there's a 1-point floor on it. And
My beautiful girl.
have you take that 1 point of damage, so 12 total. And then it'll be this one's turn.
I have not been using any of my shielding spells. I've never played a sorcerer before.
It definitely takes a minute to, how does this character work?
Yeah. So this one's going to come running by to try to get deeper into, get at the rest of you back here. So they are coming past Arya. If you wanted to make an attack of opportunity against them, you can on their run by.
I'm gonna punch him in the head. Maybe. Get.
Yes, definitely. We'll just once we get back to the top of the round, we'll take a pause.
Hi, gorgeous.
Okay.
Very nice.
Hello, angel.
So you get them.
Yeah.
With a fantastic strike to the side of the head. There's that slow motion boxing, a little bit of spit comes off kind of action.
Yep.
But then
you dare run away from us.
It is your turn proper. So you can either continue to punch the multitude of individuals in front of you, or you can go after that one that's trying to slip into the back here and come after Karen Garnet.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go. Well, if I move, I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity from that multiple people. So I'm just gonna hit this guy that's still in front of me and hope that they can handle him. So I'll do my
strike
punches. Yeah, boom, boom.
That'll definitely hit.
Aw, baby. She crawled inside of a pillow, just fall asleep on top of the pillow. She's using it like a little sleeping bag. Baby.
Not gonna hit.
That one hits
12
too,
to hit,
and that puts him down.
Oh shit! Sweet.
So.
All right, he is down. I'm gonna flurry of blows, move in, and start hitting this guy. Didn't mean to do a roll twice on that, but if you want, I can just, let's see, what's it doing?
What is it doing? Flurry of blows.
Well, I did 2 attacks, so can I just roll damage?
Yeah.
Or do you just want me to use that 16?
Well, it came through with advantage.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button on it.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go
So-
we'll go with the 16 and hit him for 7.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
fine, and then you can roll the second one.
Yeah. Waste of a natural 20, of course.
Yeah, when that kind of thing happens, I usually try to just always take whatever's on the left. So sometimes you get lucky and that's the crit, and sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
But that'll also hit nice and square. Here's some ribs crack action going on, and you are dealing out all kinds of significant amounts of damage. And that's going to be this one's turn. They see their comrade in arms go down next to him. They are going to move in, try to help gang up on you a little bit here. Advantage. Boom. Nice action. 12 and a 10. Do either of those hit? I don't think they do. They do not. Not even close.
They don't.
So they both of those mace swings wild, and then it will be Zedalia's turn. Echo's back on the field. Burning hands in a cone, getting all of this action here. So you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Dexterity saves for 9 damage. And there we go. There's that. Get that turned back to normal. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. Let's see. Fail. They all fail. So, the leader of the group has had themselves flame broiled at this point. They are still alive, but they are regretting that by the moment. More and more by the moment. Sort of like every 6 seconds or so, they just have a tremendous regret that they still walk the earth. And all of these guys get flamed up, and it will be Garnet's turn.
I'm gonna move up to the ones that are ganging up on people, and I'm gonna take out my mace and I'm gonna smack them with my mace.
Nice.
Okay, so you're moving up to here? There? Okay. Get him. If you move there, you can flank them and take advantage on it if you'd like.
Yes, please. I would like to do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure you were aware that that is a thing for us, because I don't think I ever explicitly mentioned whether we were or weren't. So that's 22. That will definitely hit. So either way on the hit, you can get them for that 6 damage. So we're trading mace blows here. They're just maces swinging everywhere.
Just fucking.
Um,
It's like watching cavemen.
but it is.
How dare they gang up an area? They're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
I don't appreciate it.
How does Mr. Red look after I called him a
Horrible.
bitch?
Miserable? Has
Is he
been
demoralized?
significantly on fire.
I think you should roll intimidation for that. I think you could intimidate him out the fight.
Yeah. So, there is going to be a disengage and a backpedal to what is that? 5, 10. It's about there, and a command of, you know, to the last man, fight hard, and you can tell that he's like doing the best he can to get away, but he can't do all of that without.
I'm naming him Lord Farquaad, just on principle. Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
I missed it. It can dash as a bonus action, so they are going to get a little bit further away. So they are making a break for it. But they've given the like to the last straw, like try to rally the troops a little bit, and they are doing the best they can too.
As he runs.
Don't worry, I have this man.
It's but it is going to be this one's turn. They are going to go for Zedalia.
I just gotta make a note so I don't forget over the break.
Yeah. So they will get their bow bow. Bow bow. Mace swings at Zedalia, and it's a 8's definitely gonna miss you. 21 will hit for 3 damage. And then this one is going to take a shot at Noon.
Bitch. How's it roll, though? Kill man in red.
So
That's gonna
it's
go.
14 to hit.
Ha! Misses.
Okay. So another one of those spherical out of the tube and just kind of flies off over your shoulder. And yeah, and that's gonna be back around the top. So we are gonna go ahead and take our halfway point break right here. Suspendful pause in combat, dun dun dun, and then we will pick things back up here in about 10 minutes or so. So hope you will stick around and join us when we come back. Are going to go away and audio off. Okay, assuming everything has gone according to plan, we are back from our break successfully live on the interwebs with our mid-combat shenanigans that are, yep, awesome, good stuff. So we are at a top of a round. Care's turn is up, which B, you are taking care of that for us currently, as we have Alex having tech issues, sadly. So what would you like to do for Care? Fire off a couple of arrow shots, or move
Yeah.
around, or what?
2 longbow shots on this guy right here. I don't think either of them hit. Alright, why is my... I'm trying to, like... wrong button. This man, but
Okay.
I got a 13 and a 10. I don't know if either of those hit.
The 10 will miss, but the 13 will hit. So one of those arrows does sink into his shoulder. Very rudely.
Nice.
So that one is dead. And it's going to be this one's turn. Based on all the fire and fury that's been getting dealt out here, they are going to take shots at Noon, since they're the only ones with ranged combat abilities at the moment. So that's gonna miss. So they're basically little cannonballs. Just keep like whizzing past you as you're flying up in the air, and they're having a lot of trouble making good contact with you. But
I just had a real horrifying idea of it hitting him in the wing and crippling him. That would suck.
So that's second guy's gonna miss with their shot as well at you. So they are just like whizzing by and not managing to make good contact. But this one is up. They are going to take their 2 swings, one at Arya and then one at the Echo. Echo.
We've been displaced again.
Oh,
Because Alex
we lost Alex. We're hoping we were going to be able to stick it out. I will readjust everyone momentarily. Let's see here. So it is going to be 8 damage to Arya and a crit on the Echo. Just gonna pop El Echo. Noon, you are up, and I am going to fiddle with cameras. Nope, that's gonna go like that for right now.
Alright, I'm gonna fly after that man. So.
Just being the horrendously merciless and cruel individual that you are.
I mean, if he told everyone to retreat, I would be merciful, but this man is trying to save his own hide, and I don't fuck with that disloyalty and selfishness. So I'm hitting him with a level 3 chromatic orb.
Oh, ouch.
Hopefully it will actually hit.
No. Unfortunately.
Is it too late to twin it?
Timey-wimey.
You can re-roll it with a timey-wimey.
You can re-roll it with a timey-wimey. I tried to say it while I was muted from eating chips. So let me do the thing.
Oh.
This is the timey-wimey juster, by the way, if I'm ever...
It was worse.
Oh, that is worse.
That is worse.
1 second. Give me a second. I'll look at my... Did I give him? No, I did not give him the same feat I gave his mom.
So, we're having all kinds of tech glitches.
My ferret Biggs is climbing into my very, very bisexual jacket and falling asleep in there. So.
Yeah, I can't timey-wimey twice on one thing.
Okay.
Damn it.
So unless there's anything else you would like to do, it's going to be moving on.
I yell, "Get back here, bitch."
Okay.
Can I roll persuasion to make him freeze, maybe?
No.
Damn it.
That's
Okay.
that's not going to be a thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
You
hoping.
intimidated him into fleeing. You're not going to persuade him to unflee. That's
All right.
I
was just trying to demoralize him.
Well, that's what happens when you break morale. Is they're just like, I don't need this. I'm out.
Oh.
That's yeah. Morale breaks are either is basically like their willingness to fight gets sucked out of them, and they try to bail on it. They're like, nope, never mind.
Or just in my lap, and he's stretching his toes out. Hedonism.
So it's gonna take 2 swings at Garnet, and 15 and a 23. I think only one of those will get you. So you'll get 5 damage out of it. Oh no! Do you not have armor on? Did you not put your armor back on?
I did put my armor back on. I'm on 20.
Okay, I had it refreshed. I still had you with no armor on. I was like, wait a minute. Like, why is your
That would have been such a bad idea.
Why is your armor class 11? That's horrible. Yeah, so you just take 5 damage off of that, and then it'll be the hunter's marked turn. They are still doing their best to take down their aerial threat. So, nope, there it is. I got too many tabs. I need several monitors so I don't have to tab things. That's gonna miss you. Man, these guys are not well trained with this unusual ranged weapon that they're popping off these shots into nothingness. That's this one's turn. They are gonna come for care and take their attacks. Attack. Mace swings coming in. Wow. 18 and a 7.
Carewood shield.
Yeah. Well, no, the shield wouldn't be enough to get the 18. It would still get through. I trust that they wouldn't reflexively make that judgment call. Like, so they'll just take 7 damage off of that mace hit. Then Arya, you are up. You've got 1 flanked between you and Garnet, and then you got 1 in front of you. There's 1 off accosting Care, and then a bunch of these tube-wielding people who can't seem to hit noon worth a damn, even though they're doing their best.
This guy that's right here, how's he looking?
Pretty solidly beat. Both of them are right around the same. You can tell that you've definitely cracked some ribs and things from punches and landed some good blows in. They still have some fight in them, but they're much worse for wear.
Alright, I am gonna start with punching this guy. I'll use my 2 strikes on him, hopefully. Should hit.
Oh, Yeah. The first one gets through.
Oh, actually, I get that with advantage.
No,
Garnet's
yeah,
there.
you could roll it again to see if you crit, and then if you do, you get the crit
Yeah.
bonus.
Yeah. Probably not, but... Okay. Make sure that goes through.
Okay, so that's not the crit.
I'll do it again. I'm gonna hit him again.
Okay. So that definitely hits, and so he is barely conscious. Looks super like punch drunk, as though they're ready to. If you on them, they might pass out, kind of a thing. And the mace
All right,
looks
yeah. Then I'm
heavy
gonna
in their
flurry of
arm.
blows again. I am going to flurry of blows him. So first strike.
Oh, sorry. Let's see.
I think that hits.
Yep, that'll
Wolf
hit,
to hit.
and that will put him down. So he's got that kind of like, ooh,
Okay.
and then you get him that one last time, and he just
Yeah.
drops.
All right.
Like
Since flurry of blows is 2 hits, yeah. Are you okay with me doing like that punch and then I'll like kick out at the guy that's on the other side of me with the other flurry of blows hit?
Since they're adjacent to you, you don't have to move in between. You can do that, yeah. So
Okay.
with your
All right.
normal multiple attacks, you can move in between them. With flurry of blows, you have to do both of them on the spot that you're standing because they're supposed to be like super fast.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was asking. I was like, I didn't know if you wanted it to be like a punch at the same one or. Okay.
No, I'll let you split them as long as they're within like adjacent to you.
Okay. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And that'll hit.
Yep. So
9 damage
guys
to
are
Yeah. That's what I like to see.
pumping out damage. And anything else you'd like to do? I think that's pretty much everything you can do, but
no. Yeah. I got an extra 8 temporary hit points from killing that guy, so I'm happy.
Nice. Sedalia, it is your go. You still have these ranged people standing here popping shots off at noon very unsuccessfully, and just a couple of regular mace wielders on their feet.
Okay. Bonus action, echo there. And then for my action, I am going to cast. I'm gonna like flip a coin up in the air and cast Jim's magic missile at the red guy. And it's 3 separate things that I have to so I have to roll 3 times.
You're sending them over this way?
Yeah, it's that way.
Okay. That one gets through.
Okay.
And you could, at this point, he's got like a massive limp accompanying all of the burns and things. Like he's dragging himself away with everything he can muster in terms of speed and energy.
I don't actually want to kill him. I just want him to prevent him from fleeing completely. So if I could like missile knock him out, maybe.
Or if you have a hold person.
I don't.
Normally with anything ranged, you can't opt to be non-lethal, but it's
Okay.
force damage, so I'm gonna give you a chance to.
Yeah, can I concuss him?
Yeah, we're gonna give you a chance since it's force damage and not like fire damage or something.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, not the rest of the missile. If you do hit him, is gonna be.
Okay, but he's still alive after the 2 then, because there's one more.
Oh, I know. After the second one, he's down.
Okay, then I am going to throw the third one at the bad guy attacking Care.
So that's let me.
Really shitty damage, but
their body's there-ish.
Yes. Oh, 3 damage on the one on Care.
Gotcha.
And then I am going to blow my action surge. And then I am going to have the Echo make. And do I?
Is that Alex?
Yeah, I'm gonna action surge and you have my Echo attack the one flanking with Arya.
That is an Alex.
Yay!
Yay.
Oh wait, no, roll advantage.
Like that. We'll get all these tech shenanigans figured out someday. And that didn't take so long. I know David's probably like screaming at his computer right now. They don't fit in the frames, Kim. They don't fit in the frame.
Well, David can suck my dick.
You know, things happen.
Is this working?
Yes.
Hear you.
Yay.
Welcome back. Weird.
But yeah, so it was 3 force on the one attacking Care, and then 11 piercing on the one flanking with Arya.
Gotcha. Which that will put that one down. They are out.
And that's my
You have poked holes in important parts of them, and they are no longer on this plane of existence. So Garnet,
Thanks for the temporary HP.
You are up. There is a mace-wielding fellow behind you. Everyone else nearby has fallen.
I am gonna turn around and smack him in the face with my mace.
Going mace for mace. Mace to the face.
In your face with a big ass mace.
I always like that slow motion. When you get. Come on, rolls. There you go. That hits. They are still looking decently healthy. Quite a few wounds. There's a hole from the mace in a cheek, and there's some nastiness coming out of there, but they are still in the fight. That guy is dead. This one is going to come for Zedalia.
I've just realised I have 2-weapon fighting.
Oh!
I could have been fighting with both my mace and my javelin this whole time!
Ah!
Sick.
Got to take that offhand attack. Wait, where'd you get 2-weapon fighting from?
D&D Beyond gives it to you automatically.
Oh.
I don't know why, but everyone gets it because I guess technically everyone can do it.
I was thinking of the fighting style. Anyone can take an offhand attack if they have the light weapon to do it. But there's the 2-weapon fighting style lets you add your modifiers.
Yeah, I don't know. I can add my modifiers, but I can still like smack them with the javelin, right?
I don't think that's gonna count as light.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, no. You would need something. You need like a hand axe or something like that to have in your offhand.
No, that's fair enough. That's all I can do then.
Let's see. Whose turn is it? Yeah, so that's this Thug coming for Zedalia. Pack tactics is helping a whole bunch here. Maybe, possibly, not much. 16 and a 19. That's not gonna.
The 19 meets my armor class.
So it gets you for 7 damage, but the first swing, so it's miss and then gets you on the back blow.
Yeah.
Something like that. And that's their turn. Then it's this one. They're gonna take their shot at noon because their aerial combat is not going so great.
Bite me.
So what happens when you got air superiority? That's an 18 to hit.
Shit.
And then you can make the dexterity save.
17.
Which you do make, so you'll be able to get out of the way of kind of jump back from the explosion. But it is still going to get you projectile-wise. As soon as I get the stupid thing to work.
Suck my dick.
So it's 14 damage. It basically maxed out the bludgeoning, but you don't take any damage from the explosion, being within 5 feet of you. And then it's back around to the top. We're thinning the herd here. Care, you are up. If you are back, you can jump back into the driver's seat, or you can let B keep steering for you.
I think I got this. That's okay with B.
Yeah, I'll close down character sheet on my screen. And you're good to go.
Alright. What weapon did you currently have me on?
Bow. You've been taking bow shots.
Alright.
This person next to you only just got there. So.
Okay. This mark only moved when people are dead.
No, you can use your bonus action to move it, I think, if you want. Or I could be wrong.
Possibly. Features.
Oh no, it has to target drops to 0 hit points.
Ah.
Otherwise I have to do it.
Bummer.
Yeah. If they drop to 0, you can bonus action move it over to somebody else.
Gotcha.
Oh, it is a bonus action. Alright. I'm going to... Shouldn't be all full like that. I'm going to drop the Hunter's Mark. And I am going to bonus action Zephyr Strike.
Ooh. Busting out the Zephyr Strike.
Move like the wind till the spell ends. Movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. And I get an advantage on one weapon attack. So I'm going to pull out my spear and take a stab with my spear. Did that not show up? No. Alright. That is +4. 16 to hit on the 20 to hit on the one closest to me. Dirty 20.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
All right. Is 1d6. Four plus 1d8. 5. 7 damage.
Okay. They are still on their feet, but they have taken a few wounds. There's some few open, kind of, bloody shirt. Seeing things turn red and all that kind of stuff. You can tell that you've, between you and between all the different attacks that they've taken, they're stacking up damage at this point. They're in it, but not with a whole lot of gusto left. It's mostly just
Alright.
the range people that just keep missing Newt, and nobody bothers to kill them, because they just keep missing.
That'll be the end of my turn then.
Okay, so it's gonna come
I'll
around to
take the next attack.
this one. Your flying has proven an effective distracted method for them. It's an 18 to hit.
Shit.
So you can make your dex save for dodging the fire.
I'm about to die.
Uh-oh.
Don't die.
Okay, so you make the dex save, so you don't take any of the fire damage, but you do take 9 damage from the projectile blunt bludgeoning into you.
I'm down. So Noon hits the fucking ground.
There's a thud to the pavement, stone,
A
cobblestone.
very meaty thud.
As you see Noon's flight come to an abrupt interruption, and there's a little bit of yeah, we finally got one, from the range people, as they've been missing you over and over and over again. There's a bit of but that's this one. You are down, so they are free to fire off on other people.
Do I make a death save?
No, not yet. Next time it comes around to you, well, when it gets to you, you will. It'll be there shortly.
Alright.
So this one's gonna go ahead and fire off at Garnet.
Will you call my phone?
What?
Will you call my phone? How come you have your mask on?
I'm streaming and I don't want people to see my face, Mom.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be 4. That's gonna miss Garnet. So it just kind of whoosh, the little mini cannonball kind of whooshes over your shoulder, and then it'll be. Oh, they're dead. So they're out of the turn order. Noon, it is back around to you, so I need you to make a death save for me.
How do I do that?
There's your death save throw.
8. Natural 20.
Natural 20. So you thud into the sidewalk below, and that kicks a little bit of adrenaline that was lurking in your body somewhere into action, and your heart kicks back into beating, and you have 1 hit point.
Okay.
If you roll a nat 20 on a death saving throw, it gives you 1 hit point. So you're prone on the ground. You'll have to, when it comes back around to your turn, you can stand up and get back in the fight. But the death save is your turn.
Alright.
Pretty sure that's how it's supposed to work. But yeah, so you're like, and you've got 1 hit point. You're down on the ground, but that will be what you've got until it comes back around to you again. This one is one of the last combatants standing. Well, no, there's still a couple of them, but they're hurting. It's coming for Garnet.
Did you call it? Can you keep calling it? I can't find it. Thank you.
Critical hit for 8 from the mace, and the second one's a 12. That'll miss you. So 8 damage from one of the mace hits all against Garnet. And then this one's gonna... What are they gonna do? They are going to kind of move themselves this way, not realizing that you're back alive yet, and take a shot at the Echo. That's a 16 to hit, misses the Echo, whizzes by, and this one's turn. It's going to come for Care. That's a 16 to hit and a 20 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
So that's going to be 13 damage total.
Alright. I figured that was going to happen. She was going to take the hit.
Or, sorry, 14 damage total.
Yeah.
But then it is Arya's turn. You've got nobody immediately around you. They're all dead. So you can go help Care, help Garnet, or start fiddling with these tube cannonball launching folks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go help Care.
Okay.
So I'm gonna punch this guy a few times in the back of the head.
This is head, using his head like a speed bag.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, yes. Yeah, just...
Okay.
Nice.
So you ring their bell hard with that first strike to the back of the head. They are still up, but Care's looking at them, and you can see that their eyes have kind of like glazed over a bit.
Next. So another 6 points.
Okay, that will put them down for the count.
Excellent.
And down. That's the wrong thing. That's the thing. They're down. Bam. Dropping. And Sedalia, you are up.
Okay. I totally just knew what I was going to do and then forgot. I am going to move my Echo over there and make an attack at this one to try and distract it from realizing Noon's back up. Like, come fight me. I'm stabbing you in the butt.
That will miss. No, sorry. That nails them spot on. So that will actually put them down.
Nice. And then I'm going to unleash my Echo and make an attack at that one.
That's the Echo releasing sound effect.
That's the
unless you'd like to think of something less embarrassing, that'll be the.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll workshop that.
We'll workshop sound effects. That's good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that misses.
We'll circle back on that. Okay, so the second one will miss.
Yeah, and that's gonna be my turn.
Okay, so Garnet, you are up. You've got one fellow mace wielder next to you. Zedalia's got a whole bunch of people accosting her. Arya and Care look cool. They're dropping people left and right. And Noon is on the ground currently.
On 1 hit point, yeah?
Yep.
I think I'm going to cast healing. Is it healing word? Healing prayer? I don't know. I've got too many healing spells.
healing word would be your first level. Hey, you take health.
A word you can just scream it out, and then there's healing touch.
I think I'll do healing prayer because I can do up to 6 people that I can see. Although if I'm facing Noon, I won't be able to see everyone, so I think it'll just be Noon, Sedalia, and I can probably count myself and heal 3 of us because that does lots of healing, which will be useful for Noon. As we do not want Noon to die.
Which
You
one?
can look around. Oh.
Healing prayer. I'm going to click on it now.
Oh, healing prayer's got a longer cast time.
It takes like 10 minutes.
Yeah. It's not.
Oh,
one,
really?
It's not,
I
it's
have
not
not noticed that.
It's a straight ritual.
I wasn't aware of that. I need to read things more thoroughly. I will do healing word on Noon then.
You can upcast it too, so it would do more.
If you'd like to, yeah, you can throw it out at like 3rd level, second or 3rd level, and it'll do a little extra. But
Fix me. Fix me.
okay, that's
Fix this.
8.
Brian.
I yell, "Get health, bitch!"
So
Perfect.
that is 8 HP back into Noon.
Okay.
Absolutely gonna have to workshop better sound effects because I'm terrible.
Spoosh.
I'll have to get one of those soundboard thingies because I am not. What's his proper name?
Matt Mercer?
No, the guy from Police Academy that's really good at this. I think his last name's Wilson, but I'm blanking on.
Yes, I know.
I know who you're talking
exactly
about.
what you mean.
But I am not him by any stretch of imagination. My sound effects are quite limited. But so you cast healing word. That's a bonus action. So if you'd like, you can still mace this gentleman in the face next to you if you'd like.
Yes, I still will mace that gentleman in the face.
Face meat, maybe.
I like how we call him a gentleman and then attack
I mean,
him.
you know,
Like,
We're very proper when we kill these people.
as one does.
It's always nice to say good morning before you hit someone with a morning star.
Good morning, Star.
Right.
So that's.
Honestly, I think she should upgrade to a morning star just so I can do that stupid fun. It's like, good morning!
That's a nice solid hit in there. They are still up, but substantially wounded. And how the cookie crumbles. The one directly in front of Sedalia is up.
Don't crumble.
They've got their little pack tactic action. Well, not yeah. 9's gonna miss. 22 will get through for 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then it's gonna be this one's turn. They are scared to fire into the crowd, so they are going to go like this and circle around you like that and take a shot at, let's see which one they're going to take a shot at. They're going to take a shot at Arya.
See about that?
So it is a 6, which is going to miss wide by a lot. And then it is Kare's turn.
Oh.
Well, Care is unhappy about the shot at Arya.
That came from this person out here.
Yes, so Care is going to drop Zephyr Strike and level 2 Hunter's Mark onto them. Pull out her longbow and fire.
Can you do all that in one turn?
He can actually. You don't have to cast Hunter's Mark. You can just move it because I killed the one that had it on it.
No, I took it down. Hunter's Mark is a bonus action, And I took it down to replace Zephyr Strike, which was a bonus action, so now I'm dropping Zephyr Strike for... Can I do that?
You don't have to
Or
take
just
it
dropping
down
it
unless
as an
Zephyr
action?
Strike is concentration.
They're both concentration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's where I got confused. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Silly concentration
Okay,
spell.
so you let Zephyr Strike dropped concentration on Zephyr Strike, so you could pop Hunter's Mark on this one. Is what you were doing?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you were putting both of them at the same time and then taking an attack. I was like, that feels like too many things in one go here.
Yeah, no, sorry if I wasn't clear enough.
No, I just misheard you. You are totally fine. You pop Hunter's Mark on that one, and then you are free to take your bow shot.
That is...
Gonna hit.
Good, excellent.
Even before the
Good.
modifiers, you nail them. No problem.
Oh, I gotta mute myself. Sorry about this. Sorry.
Siren action.
3 plus... Oh, sorry, that was the wrong dice. There we go. 3 plus 5... 8.
Okay.
Damage. Slams in as the arrow slams into him.
And then it's gonna come around to this one's turn. They're going to take their shot. They're worried about the explosions, so they're gonna go for Aria 2.
Stop fighting my friend!
That's an 11. That's also gonna miss.
Yep.
And then
Just
this one's up. They're gonna say screw it and put a shot at Garnet and hope that their friend jumps out of the way if it blows up. That's a 20 to hit Garnet. So it's gonna be make a dexterity saving throw for me. The person next to them needs to make one as well. Boop.
Run, Garnet, run!
They failed their dexterity saving throw, so they'll be taking explosion.
They blew themselves up.
I don't want to get exploded.
You just make the save. So you manage to jump out of the way. You take 14 damage from the projectile itself, but manage to jump away as it starts to explode, and the person next to you takes the full 18, and they are down. Or no, sorry, they take the 4 from the fire damage because they couldn't jump out of the way in time. So they're still up, but they are scorched. And then it comes around to Noon. You have a bunch of HP thanks to the healing thrown your way. You are prone, but you can spend half your movement to get up and then lay waste to the
infidels.
Yeah.
I just want to check something before I use it.
Lay waste to the solar unbelievers.
Just popping off spells. Making a mess.
They called your father a hamster.
Which is quite the accusation to make.
Let's see that. No, I was thinking maybe sword burst, but I don't have anyone within 5 feet of me that's alive. How good are hey Zedalia, how good are you and the Echo at dex saves?
We're pretty alright.
Okay.
We're just gonna bomb something in there and hope for the best.
Yeah, do what you do. Like, I am never opposed to getting hit with an AoE. I like to take my chances.
We have a cleric.
Dragon's breath.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dexterity
healing
14
clerics.
saving
I know
throw.
healing spells.
So I'm gonna aim it like right here-ish. So it should hit the 3 bad guys right here.
Yeah.
But it'll probably also hit the echo.
Okay, so me and the echo? Both of us?
No, looks like it'll just be the echo.
Okay, let me check something
because you're 20 feet from me.
Yeah.
Okay. I just have to see exactly how the echo works for saving throws.
Yeah.
So it would be this.
Okay. If it has to make a save, it uses my bonus. Okay.
Because it'll be these 2 guys right here, between the 2 of you.
Okay.
So, dex saves. Trying to see if we get that 14. Wow.
Garbage. I miss, but it's an echo, so it just poofs, and that's okay.
So this one, is it half damage or?
Let me double check.
I think it's half on a successful save.
Yeah, half on a successful.
Okay, so this one loses the full 12, and then these 2 lose half. Oop. There we go. Should lose 3/4 because it was a nat 20 with no bonus on that one deck. But is there anything else you'd like to do?
I mean, I'm already standing, so
Okay.
I'll fly up into the air a little, just because. Fuck these guys.
Mm-hmm. I gotcha. So it's this one's turn. They are engaged with Garnet. Gonna take their attacks on her. Boom. Pack Tactics was helping, but then suddenly it's not anymore. 10 and a 13 are both gonna miss you. So it's just they're starting to swing wild at this point. The combat has clearly not gone the way they were hoping. When they didn't kick the combat off. You guys jumped them, firing that arrow. But they're clearly not going as well as they would have hoped when they didn't just run away from you. But,
I really hope these are the bad guys.
you never stopped to ask. You just fired an arrow, assuming that. To be fair, I repeatedly described them as like ne'er-do-wells and
shifty as fuck.
Yeah, so if they did turn out to be the good guys, that would be disingenuous on my part. I will have to be more ambiguous with my descriptions, so that can potentially happen in the future. But very, very clearly describe them as not to be. So Arya, you are up.
Okay.
This one,
this guy
that
down.
one, got these 3. And
lots of choices.
Lots of dead.
I like this guy with his cylinder thingy, and he just shot at me. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go up and just start punching this guy.
Because, well, we'll talk about that in the resolution of the combat.
Excuse me.
Every once in a while, I catch a little bit of the chat out of the corner of my eye, and I just.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hello. We are perfectly kind and innocent.
Okay, yeah. So you nail them good. You kind of send them reeling a bit. This tube is pretty big and a little unwieldy, and hence all of the missing. I'm going to chalk it up to inexperience with the weapon. And
yeah,
they kind of stumble back a bit. They're still on their feet, but you can tell that they were picked to be ranged for a reason. They don't have a whole lot of like fortitude to go toe to toe with people, and there's a bit of like tremble in the barrel now.
Excellent. Yeah. Another hit.
Oof. You guys roll so much better than the other game. It's not even it's a little bit funny as far as I'm concerned. They're probably very upset with it, but you put that one down.
Okay.
The big
then-
metal tube does like clink 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 along the stone a little bit as they fall. And then
All right. Can I move and then do the flurry of blows bonus action?
yeah. It's just the
Okay.
two flurry strikes have to either be on the same
Okay.
person or on two people immediately adjacent to each other.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'm just moving down a little bit and going at this guy right here. Oh,
Beat him up, beat him up, beat him up.
Get it, girl.
We're gonna have to get some we're gonna have to, what do you call them, the weapon guards that you get for cons?
Down.
Gonna have to put them on their hands.
Oh.
So that
All right.
flurry puts that one down. The second blow, unfortunately, like the two blows will just pop in rapid succession, and the two of them combined are more than enough to overdo it a little bit. And then it'll roll around to Zedalia.
Okay. I am going to Burning Hands.
3. Gonna have to invest in some fire-resistant armor for these guys, or they're gonna be in a whole lot of trouble in the future.
DC 14.
DC
I rolled really shitty damage. Every time I've tried to do it, it's just been crap.
So, one of them fails, the other two make it, one of them with another natural 20 dex save. I don't know, why are they making all the times? Is it half on success?
Yes, it is half on a success.
Okay, so this one and this one take half. And this one in the middle here takes the full damage. Bam, fire.
Okay, and then bonus action. Poof.
Echo back in the game.
I go back in the game, and I just want to see. Okay, no, I have to take the attack action to do that thing. Okay, then that's it. That's all of me.
Okay, Garnet, you are up. The crowd is rapidly thinning now, as you've started to fully overwhelm this little group here that you've taken on.
Can I cast a bonus action before my main action, or is that cheating?
You can, as long as one's not dependent on the other. But you can definitely do a bonus action spell and then an attack action, or vice versa. Like you can
I'm going to use a spell that gives me extra damage on my melee attacks.
Yeah, as long as it's a bonus action, and then melee.
Yep,
that's fine.
Awesome. So I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to hit the one on the bottom, I guess.
No one down there. Next to the echo. Okay, that will hit, and that puts them down, just from the straight damage.
Just hit him in the face with a flaming mace.
This is a very arsonist-friendly party. There is just fire free-flowing. Lots of flames.
Fire.
It was the same last time I played with you, Kim. It's very arsonist then too.
So, there is.
It's an aesthetic.
Yeah, it's fine. If that's how things are gonna be, we're just gonna have a lot of
Fire-resistant baddies.
Well, at some point. Not immediately. I'm not evil. I don't metagame that way. But they are on fire and on the ground, dead, and just sort of flaming. So the echo has a nice sort of orangey hue to her from the light coming off this flaming body next to her. It will.
That's a
It probably
great
looks
image.
really well because she's pretty pale to begin with, and then like her blue hair and orange glow probably is a nice highlight. It's a good look for her.
It probably also looks terrifying.
Yeah. So the last mace wielder standing here is going to take their 2 swings at you, Zedalia. One of them gets through for 4 damage. The other one misses wide. And this one here is, let's see. They are going to assess the position that they're in as the last one standing, and the fact that they have a ranged weapon and everyone is really close by, and that's very scary. So we're gonna see what they do here. Yeah, they are going to chuck it sort of at Garnet's feet and attempt to run away.
Does that mean I get a new weapon? That's cool.
If you can figure out how to use it.
Free weapons!
My echo can take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Because even though it's not a real person, it still can do things.
That would be a run. That gets through, and actually that kills them. So they chuck it and go to run, and immediately the echo,
like,
and they are now on the ground.
Amazing.
So it is last man standing on the lonely hill here.
He's probably having some serious regrets right now.
Yeah.
Whoever turns out to just
surrounded by dead
and
bodies.
he'll probably just flee.
I saw this going differently in my mind. Is mainly what they're thought right now. It's just this was supposed to go better. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped over you there. It's Kair's turn. I was cleaning out all the dead bodies and I accidentally hit next turn.
Kair is going to bonus action move the Hunter's Mark to the last remaining guy. Boop. And then that will be an 8.
An 8 will miss.
No, 10.
Oh, that 10 still misses.
Okay, well, then Kair is going to swear, and that's her turn.
Okay.
Kair swear. Care Bear swear.
So then, Noon, you are up. You have the opportunity to deal with this last member of the squad.
Damn it, again.
Sirens in the background. Dun, dun, dun,
Sorry, I live right next to a hospital.
It's fine. It's gonna happen.
The fire
and a fire
like a block away.
No, I live next to the hospital, the fire station, and a train.
So prime real estate for a streamer.
And also and a football field. So at midnight, strangers wander around my neighborhood screaming.
Yeah, get some Friday Night Lights action. But this is the only person remaining. What would you like to do?
My turn. I say I'm gonna move over to him and land next to him and go, would you like to yield or would you like to die?
Yield or die.
Should I make a persuasion check?
I mean, trying to think. Let's call it intimidation. You're actively in combat with them. You're not gonna persuade them so much as like intimidate them into surrendering.
Oh, that didn't do good.
Yeah.
He's too twinkish.
He's too soft. He looks too much like his mom.
He's a soft boy.
But with the amount of fire that's been thrown both at him personally and the surrounding group, and just like burns and damage and things, there's an amount of doubt that surrendering is going to do them any good, so they don't seem inclined to accept that offer.
All right. Let me just. How beat up does he look?
Very. He's still got a little bit of life in him, but he's not going to last long by himself.
I will cast Burning Hands on him.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't. No, that's a 15-foot cone. Fuck, no. Can I not do that? I didn't realize. I thought I've never used Burning Hands before. I thought it was a touch spell.
Nope. You basically go shoo and fire
Shit.
It's fun. Or something.
You rolled it, so I'm gonna say that you cast it and then had that brief moment of like, wait, are those my friends standing behind him? Oh shit, okay.
Oops, this was farther than I thought.
The cone, like, I thought it was touch, it's called Burning Hands.
It's in character at least.
So
it really is.
I need
like, oh, Burning Hands. I reached to grab it.
Make your deck saves.
I'm gonna timey-wimey that shit.
I would recommend that. If you have it available, there's no reason not.
I had one left, so I'm using it on myself. Nope, it's worse.
And those are the same numbers I got when mine went worse too.
This is true. It'll be fine.
The gods of RNG have come around.
So he nails the DC on the money, 14. So it takes half the damage from this cone of fire. So I need Arya and Garnet to make theirs, and we'll see whether you take 15 or 7. Because it's half rounded down.
And Zedalia, who has cast this spell a couple of times in combat, will just be like, okay, now this is how this one, you gotta aim it.
Nope.
Oh.
So,
just be like, I'll show you how to do this one.
Yeah.
I know.
You both are going to take the full 15 from that, alongside Zedalia. Nobody gets out of the way, except, weirdly enough, the one person you're trying to take out, who's immediately in front of you, manages to
I yell ouch at the top of my lungs, and then turn to glare at Noon.
Matrix bend out of the way of the fire, and only takes half of it.
I healed you earlier. Is this how you repay me?
I'm sorry. I was reaching for him. I thought it was a touch spell. It's called Burning Hands.
I thought battle that you've never used before.
It's a big burn. Big burn, big hands.
Mm-hmm. So Arya, it will be your turn. You can take out the last person. You can punch Noon for lighting you on fire. You have options available.
I will brush some of the fire off of me, and then I am going to start by punching this guy. See how it ends. Okay.
Noon's about to get a flurry of blows to the face.
You lit me on fire! I can't believe you.
I will not confirm or deny.
He's just so stupid. I'm sorry.
It's very on brand, though.
So,
It's great.
with that first punch, as you sort of like pat out a little bit of fire on your shirt and run over, you put down the last member of this squad unit, something or another, that you randomly encountered on the street. The tower is off sort of north of you here, still on fire as they're doing the best they can to try to get that under control. And the combat is over, unless there's anyone else you would like to punch. But otherwise, we are out of combat and out of initiative, and we've got a couple of minutes if you would like to, loot the bodies, poke for information, blah blah blah, or if you want to just pick that up next week so you have time to kind of think through what you want to do. We can call it here, or I can let you pick at some stuff.
I vote for looting.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna loot. Yeah, I'm looting.
All right.
Looting for sure.
Can I
I'm looting
spend
50.
10 minutes? Oh, sorry, you go first.
No, you go.
Right. Can I spend 10 minutes and cast Healing Prayer on everyone except Noon?
Yes.
I'm salty.
You certainly can. You sit down in a little bit of like a prayer meditative stance and start concentrating on that. And after the casting time, which I'm pretty sure is 10 minutes, the
10.
prayer takes effect and healing energy washes over the vast majority of the party.
Again.
Even the echo gets a little bit of health, and it just
As
She
she
just
does
glows
that,
a little
Kara stands
brighter.
over her. As she does that, Kara stands over her with her spear, just guarding, keeping an eye out in case more bad guys come running by.
sure.
Okay, so how much heal do we get from your prayer?
11.
11. Okay, and yeah, I want to loot the bastard that tried to run away and leave the minions to die.
Left the minions to fight the good fight. He believed in them. They were going to get the job done.
If he believed in them, he should have stayed and helped.
Shh. Details. Sorry now. Hello, Lucy. So, you're gonna loot that body. Everyone else is doing what? Garnet is tied up in prayer for 10 minutes. In the meantime,
I'm looting, like, the ones that are the bodies that are just littering, surrounding me.
okay. Anything else? We'll have you
Oh,
roll investigation checks for your looting through of pockets and things. There was a lot of fire thrown around, so paper documents and things are at risk.
Kara is going to pick up one of the guns and just inspect one of the tubes. She's never seen one of these tubes before. She's going to look down the opened end to see where all the ammo came from.
Mm-hmm. It's a strange and unusual weapon that you've never encountered before. Blah 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 blah.
Grenade launcher.
Investigation.
A very unreliable, in practice, very unreliable grenade launcher.
Okay, these
To be
new
fair,
dice
that's
I
usually
just
how they
bought
work.
today suck. Why you gotta do me like that, D&D Beyond? I'm calling you out. I paid good money for pretty dice, and they have been very rude.
Yeah.
Oh, I am saving my fanciest dice
For an
for a
emergency.
very special occasion. I played in this campaign for like years, but then the DM had to drop it for reasons. And I told him that if he ever decided to restart it, he said he'd have to do it from the beginning. But I told him if he ever wanted to redo it, I have a character, and these are the dice. Hopefully you can see them. Let me make sure that let me look at my camera so I can make sure that you guys can see it. Oh.
Pretty dice. All the pretty dice.
Ooh, those are nice.
They are real lapis lazuli
Oh.
with
Oh.
gold veining.
Oh.
plunk down some
dice.
change on them.
That is some serious dice envy.
I know. I got like a nice gift card for Etsy from my aunt, and I paid the difference between what she gave me and what the cost was, and it was absolutely worth it.
I love pretty dice.
Okay, so investigation. How that shakes out for everyone is you find they've got standard kind of kit on them, right? They're just in sort of like regular clothes, maces, things like that. You can pick those up to, cash in at a local pawn shop if you'd like. You noon in picking through pockets and things, you find on one of the sort of tube wielders, they had written instructions on how to reload the thing. It was sort of like a 101 guide to how to try to use it. You can tell that they very clearly were inexperienced with these. They just kind of got handed them and like, this is how it works. Make sure you point this end in the right direction. Don't stand too close. Go, and sort of like shoved out the door.
I'll wave the instructions in the air and be like, "Hey, anyone want to use this?"
I put my hand up in the middle of the crowd.
I'll hand over the instructions.
Just drop them on me.
Yeah, so it's real simple. It's just like, which order you load the ammunition in and which end it's supposed to come out of and things like that. It's very rudimentary, kind of like it was like somebody was explaining it to them and they were trying to like furiously write notes at the same time so they would have it in case they forget. So the handwriting's a little rough and stuff, but it at least kind of talks you through how to do it without, in theory, blowing yourself up. And then Zedalia picking through the leader-ish looking individual, you find directions for how to get to the hospital that the wounded Griffon Riders had been at, like what ward they were in and what floor. And it wouldn't specifically say that. You see like a note indicating which hospital, which ward, which floor, which rooms they're supposed to go to. Who's in those rooms you wouldn't know off of reading the note. So that's me giving away more detail than I should.
But it looks like I get the impression that they are specifically targeting the Griffon Riders.
Between the fire
Probably.
and the going the hot. Like,
yeah.
You can make some inferences, but I
exactly
over-explained. A little bit, as I have a tendency to do. I'm bad about giving away too much information.
Okay. I was following your train before you over-explained, so we're okay.
Yeah, I'm bad about that. I'm like, oh, well, it's like this and this and this. And like, I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, so that's the kind of information that they had. They were clearly sort of heading in that direction, and they have instructions for where to go. And like I said, ne'er-do-wells. So the keep is still on fire a few blocks away. You can see that they're throwing water and casting water spells and things at it as best they can, but it's roaring still as the morning starts to break, right? Because it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, so it's slowly creeping towards dawn as the fire rages in the high above the skyline of the rest of the town. You can scoop up the tubes and some of the little explodey projectiles that they were firing off and fiddle with that if you would like to. But that is what you're going to get out of that. And, I'll drop some inventory notes and things for that if you would like to hold on to those items, or if you're just going to turn them into somebody to, turn them into the city watch to investigate what the heck they are. That kind of stuff is your call. But
I think Zedalia would be like looking at herself and Noon and Garnet's flaming mace and be like, I don't think we're so good at putting out fires. I don't think we can be much help at the keep, but I think they were going after the Griffon Riders, and we should maybe head towards the hospital and see if we can help there.
I've still got some spell slots left, so sounds good to me. But also,
Thank you very much. Let's just set everything on fire.
I have a suggestion. Since we're right near the keep that's on fire, I do think that we should assist in that, just for people's safety, or at least see if there's anyone who needs anything. However, since I can go as the crow flies, I'll go to the hospital and warn them that there was an attack coming and that they should look out for more. Does that sound good?
I'm a forge cleric. I really am not going to be any good at putting out fires.
We're very good at lighting things on fire.
Yeah, I mean, we can go by and see if like they need anything there, or like if there's anything, immediacy. But
oh, that's a good point. If anyone is like being pulled out of the fire now and is injured, that would probably be a better.
More immediacy. Make sure it's being handled, and then move on from there, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna head to the hospital, though. I'm gonna fly to the hospital and warn them that we cut off an attack, and I'll let them know that they should look for more.
Okay.
And inform them of what we encountered, that sort of thing. Sound good?
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll meet you. We'll check in with the keep and probably head that direction. We'll see what we can do at the keep.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan. So what we'll go ahead and do is call it a session here. We'll pick up next week with you splitting the party and going to see where you may or may not be able to best render assistance to this unfortunate turn of events here in the city. And so thank you to my players for another great session, and thank you to everyone who tuned in. I hope you have enjoyed our assorted shenanigans this week, and we'll see everybody. Well, we've got Vow of the Keepers on Tuesday night, and then our usual Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and we'll be back around. Oh, and I always manage to forget one campaign. There's our Sunday night campaign that'll be later on today, and then so that'll bring us full circle back to here, and then Sunday night again. I always forget one when I rattle them all off. It's terrible. But again, thank you everyone, and we will see you back here next week. So, bye.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.